John Davis, I'm talking about you. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm talking on behalf of Chip Sneed. Can y'all hear me back there? Okay, you can hear me? It is a great honor to stand here and speak on behalf of one of my best friends, William C. Sneed. Everyone knows him as Chip. I love Chip in a good way, like a brother. People say Chip and I look alike, but they're wrong. I'm a lot better looking. That's what my mother told me. Chip is known for a lot of things. The thing he is known for the most is his laugh. He's got a great laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Chip came from the humblest of beginnings. At an early age, Chip and his 5 siblings were placed in the care of St. Peter's Orphanage. I met Chip when he attended Little Flower School in the 60s. I think our 4th grade teacher's in here right now. She's sitting over there. She said she was my 4th grade teacher, and I said, "You're too young. You look too good." She's beautiful, look at her. I mean, she really is. Yeah. Let's see. Chip became Catholic High for boys in 1967. When Chip was old enough, when he was able to drive, he moved in with his father. His father gave him a red 289 3-speed Mustang. It was during this time Chip realized he liked to drive fast and he loved fast cars. He really loved driving fast. During our junior year, Chip came home one night and his father had passed away while watching television. That night, Chip lost his father, but he gained one of his most prized possessions even to this day, a 1969 yellow 383 Roadrunner with an 8-track. Best thing about that car was it allowed Chip to drive even faster. Those were the days of muscle cars and lots of street racing, which we did quite a bit. Chip and I kept football helmets in the back seat of the car, because every time we dragged somebody, we put them on. Not that it would do any good, but we thought we were being responsible. For a couple of 17-year-olds. All the while we were listening to Santana and Braxis on an 8-track. Over and over.
We had that little pack.
Yeah. Gasoline was a quarter, and life was good.
Cheap thrill.
Chip was a senior the year of the merger between Catholic High, Sacred Heart, and Father Bertrand. That was a great year. We went from an all-boys school to girls, and that was awesome. In fact, Chip was a cheerleader on the Powder Puff cheerleading team, and thank God he's a guy. He did not represent women well. Chip was on the football team for, it was ugly. Chip was on the football team for 4 years. He played a pivotal role in our team's 20-2 victory over CBHS.
Memorable moments.
Great moment. Okay, keep going. Okay. After Chip's father passed away, he bounced around. Wait, you know why I'm having problems? Because I ain't gonna do it. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on, let me get this back. Okay, let me start. After Chip's father passed away, he bounced around finding places to live. He lived with me and my family for a while. I had a family of 9. Chip said he had never experienced what it was like to sit down with the family for dinner until he ate dinner with us. One summer night, Chip and I worked in a lumber yard. He got us the job. I don't know why I took it. But it was hard work. We made $1.87 an hour. We busted our butts. It was hot. Chip took the job very seriously, me not so much. I'd never understood why. I was doing it for beer money. Chip was using the income to make a living, so that was the difference. When Chip was old enough and he was able to fulfill his lifelong dream to follow in his father's footsteps, he became a firefighter. In 1974, Chip hired on at the fire department and he breezed through his training and became a firefighter. which he did for a long time. One night there was a fire down the street from my house. It was late at night. I went down to watch. What do I see? Chip Sneed comes out the fire truck, runs into the building. I see him on top of the building fighting the fire. I go, man, he's crazy. And then I said, man, he's not crazy. And I said, yeah, he is a little crazy. But what he was, hold on, he was fearless and brave and heroic, and he was exactly what a firefighter ought to be. But he still was a little crazy. He was someone willing to risk his life to do his job. Chip was also one of the first paramedics. I always said if I ever needed saving, I hope Chip Sneed was the one to pull up. In fact, not long ago, I was attending a funeral. A lady came up to me and goes, "Are you Chip Sneed?" I said, "No, I'm better looking than Chip Sneed." And she goes, "Why do you ask?" No, I asked her. I said, "Why do you ask?" And she said she'd been in a wreck. Chip pulled her out of the wreck, gave her CPR, and saved her life.
Oh, wow.
One of the many. I said, "Well, that's awesome. What's your name?" I'll tell Chip. So she told me her name, but I forgot it. And I told her I would tell you, but I forgot her name.
She's alive and well.
She was very alive and well, but
Oh, yeah.
she thought I looked like you. Okay, it is a fact, as a paramedic, Chip rescued and saved countless lives. It's a fact. That's what someone told me, but I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, Chip decided to go back to firefighting from being a paramedic. And he was the oldest person to ever repeat fire school to become a fireman again. He was old. And he could do it. Okay. Chip worked on the rescue squad and the hazardous material team for many years. He went on to become one of the original members of the special response team. Chip was then promoted to lieutenant, and he helped with the Tennessee Task Force response team and eventually became team leader. He was then promoted to battalion chief. Chip and his team were assigned to assist at the Pentagon after 9/11, and they were also very active doing search and rescue during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. That being said, I'm not finished yet, but this is presented to Chip Sneed. This is the 2005 New Orleans Police Department yearbook to be presented to Chip Sneed, retired Memphis fire chief, at his induction into the Memphis Catholic Hall of Fame for his gratitude for his service during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. And Chip is in here. His picture's in there, everybody thought it was me. They kept calling me, said, "Is that you?" I said, "Not Chip." So I'm better looking at that.
That's the point.
No, but okay, Chip was an avid competitor in the World Police and Fire Games. These games are every 2 years, and police and firefighters from around the world come together and they compete. Chip won a gold medal in the tug of war. Then he won a silver medal in the bucket brigade. That's a firefighting thing. Chip won the city championship in touch football in 1977. I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say this. Back in those days when you played football, you could throw a forearm and hit somebody in the mouth.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Chip Sneed, it was legal. It was legal. No. And one day at practice, we were on the same team. He hit me in the jaw, and I thought he broke my jaw. "Oh, damn, Chip, you broke my jaw." And then I got to hear that great laugh. Because he just laughed. It was great. He just laughed.
Sorry.
No, you didn't even say sorry, you just laughed. Chip was an avid Harley rider, and he made many trips riding cross country with his fellow firefighters and friends. Chip was a longtime member of the Firefighters Bass Club. We fished many tournaments and raised money for St. Jude, but mainly it was because them bass boats are fast. Yeah, they're real fast. Chip holds the record for the longest tenure. On the Memphis Fire Department, and that's been 45 years. So of everybody that's ever been there, he's the longest tenure. That's the longest. That's pretty amazing. Okay. I attended Chip's retirement party, and hundreds of firefighters who worked with Chip all talked about what an honor it was to work with Chief Sneed. Chip is married to the love of his life, Donna. He has 2 children, Will and April, and he has granddaughters that are crazy about him. Chip is the epitome of a self-made man, and I'm proud to say Chip Sneed is a dear lifelong friend of mine, and it is my honor to be the one to induct him into the Memphis Catholic Hall of Fame for 2020. All right, so we're done. Oh, good, okay.
We're done?
It was my honor, right after 9/11, that Chip came back to Memphis and we had lunch at Barksdale Cafe, and he told me about saving people and pulling people out of the Pentagon after those planes crashed. And it was pretty heavy lunch, but so proud of him as Tennessee Task Force leader, and love you, brother. Love you, man.
You deserve everything you got.
Hey, look at that.
He wants to take a picture.
Just take a picture.
Oh, you want to take a picture of it? Yeah.
Yeah, you smile, smile. You go. Thank you.